All right, guys. So today's the day that a lot of us have been waiting for. I'm gonna give you guys like the Itachi build. If I leave out some parts, just tell me and I'll try to get back to you guys in the comments. But without further ado, here we go. Here's a build. Not gonna waste your guys' time. So for the face preset, you guys are going to go here. You are going to pick this dude up here for the realistic one to get that Itachi style face. And basically what you're going to do is, I mean, Itachi and Sasuke, they're pretty skinny people, to be honest. Like, their facial features kind of show. So go into the face settings, slim down their cheekbones, slim down everything, make their jawline pop out a little more, just make them look normal, you know. Like, obviously he can't be Itachi looking like a tad bit like at a normal body fat level, so slim bro up. Pause. like, I don't know if I needed to put a pause on that, but yeah. So for the hairstyle, you guys want to get this one. I believe it is called Peaceful Life. Yeah, it's Peaceful Life. This looks like the hairstyle that he used often with the Anbu. And then you get this from doing A Warrior's Journey. I can't remember how to quite look at the quest, so I can't help you guys in that route of seeing like what you need to do. But if I'm not mistaken, I think I just got it from basically just exploring around like the King area, not Kai Feng. I don't know, how do you say it? Do you say King Hey? I don't know what the hell that shit's called. But the one that starts with a Q, we just gonna call that shit Q. When in the Q area, y'all gonna be looking around, doing whatever you do, getting chests, missions, everything. Eventually, you're just gonna get through enough of this quest that you unlock this hairstyle. Or I think that is the only way to get it. Maybe you can get it through the combing your hair shit. I didn't, so I don't really know. But I would say just do A Warrior's Journey. It's a guaranteed reward. Bingo. Lastly, before I let you guys go with the whole appearance thing, let's make sure that you guys get the eyes, because I mean, I'm sure I'm probably the only one that's going to use the Sasuke style eyes, but I'm sure some of you guys might want this too. So just in case if you do, you're going to go to makeup, you're going to go to pupils. First, we're going to go to the left eye. The left eye, which is the red eye, I have it marked as this one. And then for the one that will be your right eye, it is this one at the bottom. Looks like a little EMS type symbol, right? So bingo. All right, without further ado, let's see what we're actually using for the action. Cool. Okay, so here we are. We're looking at like the actual build. Now, quick disclaimer, I understand a lot of people are going to just turn and be like, oh man, I got it, I see what he uses, and then they're just going to click off the video. Yeah, fuck those kids. Yeah, they're not getting the right info. But this part, you guys can kind of mix and match however you want. I'm going to tell you some of my favorite looks, and if you guys don't like it, don't use it. If you guys do like it and maybe it fits for your playstyle, use it. I really don't give a fuck. Okay, so first, your main go-to is going to be the strategic, and the main reason why I say that the strategic should be your go-to, here, I'll just show you, is because honestly, you can slice past a lot of people, and those extra strikes that you see, those are going to create a lot of bleed damage. Now, to show you guys, I have a certain interway called Sword Horizon where it adds an extra attack to basically all of your moves, which is your charge moves and your 2 special attacks. It adds an extra move to that. Don't really think it's adding extra to your normal light attacks. It's not. But in the case of this is a great way to proc bleed damage. And then, like it says, if the target has 5 stacks of bleed, remove all bleed stacks and deal high bleed damage once. Now, this is a great interway for damage. I think if you're trying to be DPS and you're specifically using a strategic sword, this works really well, because the strategic sword is going to hit them a lot of times. Bleed is going to do gradual damage. Then when you remove those chunks of bleed, you're doing chunks of damage. So I mean, I think it's a great way. Second, we have Bitter Seasons, which is a very good debuff, which it will cause poison, but also lowers their defense, which I think that's great if you're really trying to get in there and like really do a lot of damage. But also at the same time, if you guys read at the bottom, I have some of the breakthrough stuff for it. So it increases my precision rate based on solo mode level. Which for the other one, let me see. Well, I'm doing something with that. But lastly, I have Invigorated Warrior. Now this is one where I'm like, I think you guys can really swap this, because honestly, I don't use this. I just had this on just for the sole sake of like just telling you guys to take this the fuck off. So increases all damage and healing done by 5%. This effect is disabled for 5 seconds after being hit. Useless. To us, useless. We're going to be in the fire. We're going to be fighting. Let's be realistic. We're going to get hit. At least once. Fucking useless. So what we're going to do is we're going to sub that. And me personally, if I'm doing heavy damage and I want to absolutely wipe somebody in PvP, I'm probably going to go Nameless Sword and Strategic Sword. So I would rock the Sword Morph. If I am using only Strategic, and maybe by me using only Strategic, I want to do like more damage with that. Maybe something like Battle Anthem. Not really. Maybe something like Thunderbloom. Not really. Maybe I just want to capitalize on Bleed. So I'll just go 5-fold Bleed. That would probably be something more realistic in the range of what I would use. I'd use something like that. And then maybe pair it with like a Soul Shade Umbrella, because a lot of people use like double DPS on this game. So if I fight you and you have 2 weapons and I have a heal, I'm going to outlive you and I'm going to kill you. I promise. I've done it thousands of times already. Now, well, hundreds. But then for the last case, I would say, let's keep on 5-fold Bleed, right? So then last, I would say Morale Chant. Now, like I said, I'm a person where I switch up my build a lot. Now Morale Chant is a great one because it's going to increase physical penetration, is going to increase your damage and healing for 8 seconds, stacking up to 5 times, and it's going to continuously stack as long as you are doing damage or as long as you are getting heals. Now, stay with me. Just stay with me. Now, typically, because I use Morale Chant, I like to throw on the Soul Shade Umbrella. And I think the Soul Shade Umbrella is a really good umbrella to use. As you guys see, I'm not even 14,000. I'm not one of those people that's 15,000, but I kill those fuckers. I promise you, I kill those fuckers. But I would say throwing on a Soul Shade, using Morale Chant is a great way to stay at max buff at all times. Here, I'll show you. You go like this. This umbrella is going to float and follow you for a full minute. It is going to heal you for a full minute. And throughout this minute, as you guys can see, that stack is building up. We're at 5 stacks now, and it's going to stay at 5, meaning that for the rest of this, 45 seconds or whatever we have at full damage, at max damage right now. So I would say this right here is a cool build up. Or a cool build. Sorry, I said build up. Sorry about that. This is a cool build so far. I would say next, let's look at the Mystic skills. Now, my Mystic skills, I'm sure there's a lot of people who are going to be like, oh my God, you should use this. You should use, I don't give a shit. Say what you use in the comments. We'll just go over it. For my Will 1, I use Wolf-like Frenzy. Great way to take their key down. Dragon's Breath, again, great way to take their key down. Damage over time. I use Soaring Spin. If I run into a healer, I need to use this because this has healing reduction. So if I run into someone who's using a fan and maybe I'm doing a bounty and they think I can't kill them because they have a fan, I promise you I will kill you. Now, last, the person, Serene Breeze. I use Serene Breeze because I kept running into people who kept using this shit in arena. And I'm telling you, this shit is a game changer. You're attacking somebody, you're comboing up, you're fucking them up. And the next thing you know, they're like, boom, pop that Serene Breeze, and they can completely make you stop attacking them. Then now they're the nigga with the combo. But the downside to this is if you pop it, there's a huge cooldown on this move. So you're not going to pop it again for a while. So if someone pops that move, and let's say if you have yours and you pop yours back, now it's time to whoop that ass. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm getting at? All right. Next, we have Meridian Touch. Self-explanatory. You guys have played the game. I don't need to explain this to you. I have Tai Chi, self-explanatory. Ghostbind, self-explanatory. And Celestial Seas, self-explanatory. I don't need to explain these to you because like you guys aren't going to use these as much versus players. Meridian Touch, yes. But the other 3, you're not really going to use those against players. So I'm not about to go into that. Now, that's that. Now, when you guys get over to your gear sets, I will say, make sure that your arsenal goes with your build. I use Bell Strike, so I would say if you're doing this, use Bell Strike too. Make sure your enhanced levels are up. I know a lot of you guys have been skipping this shit, just running around the game, playing missions, playing a bunch of PvP, doing all this shit, and you guys been skipping on this shit. Go collect materials, get your ass in them fields, and get your enhanced level up. I promise you'll thank me later. You'll thank me when your damage is doing crazy amounts. Last, I would say your armor sets. First, on the defensive side, I use Flawless Defense. Honestly, I'm going to be switching this out for Eagle Rise, so if you guys want to use Flawless Defense, you guys can use it, but no, like, once we get to this next breakthrough, I promise you I'm switching to Eagle Rise. So there's that. On the attack side, I use Swing Heights, which basically, long story short, without reading the whole description, for the more health you have, I'm going to do more damage, up to 10%. And then once you get below 50%, I lose all my effects. But now, because you're below 50% health, chances are you're probably going to panic, things like that, care about your health a lot more than you did when it was closer to 100. So I don't really need the damage so much after that. But remember, we do a lot of bleed damage, so we'll be fine. So with this, you guys have the full entire build. I don't have any secrets from you. I don't really have anything that I'm hiding from you. Now, if you guys want to stick along and watch for this last part, I am going to explain something that will help push your power to the next level. If you guys don't want to watch that, thank you for watching the video. See you in the next one. Just leave a like, comment if I helped you. That's all I ask. Now, for the rest of you guys that are still here, let's look at your inner ways and let's talk about how we can upgrade these. So a lot of you guys know you're going to go into wandering paths, and you're going to do things like sword trials, hero realms. You guys are going to do things like outposts. And when you guys do all of these things, you're going to get a ton of inner way chests. And now let's go to the tips exchange. You guys are going to buy up a bunch of Bell Strike because this is what you're using. And if you're like me, you're going to run into a point where you are completely all out. You are completely on E on stock, and you cannot do this shit anymore, right? So what you need to do is you need to convert. And I know a lot of people are like, yo, Boston, why the fuck would I do a conversion? Because if I do a conversion, like let's just look, for instance, I'm going to take Morale Chant, and I am going to, okay, maybe they don't want me to use Morale Chant. I am going to use, I don't know what the fuck that's Bitter Seasons. So let's say I'm using Bitter Seasons, and then I want to swap it out for Invigorated Warrior. Invigorated Warrior, as you guys can see on the right side, it says that I have 0 number of tips available for this. But on the left side, I have 57. So I can swap the both of these, and then once these are swapped, now my Invigorated Warrior, which again, this is useless to me, would have 57. So what did I actually use this on? I used this on my Sword Horizon. And the reason why I used it, just stay with me. This might be a complicated explanation, but listen, Sword Horizon, you have a 1 in 12 chance of getting, it is right here. You have a 1 in 12 chance of getting, there's literally 12 of these things. So it's like, why would I keep going for the Sword Horizon when in reality, I could just go like I did. I have 2 converted at the bottom. I can get access to my badges back in 3 days. I converted my Sword Horizon and switched it with Echoes of Oblivion. And this is the reason why I'm telling you guys to do it, is because Echoes of Oblivion falls under the Bamboo Cut tab. Now remember, I'm all out of boxes here on Bell Strike. I'm all out, I'm all on 0. Now, once I do the conversion, now I have to earn all of these for Echoes of Oblivion. Look how many it says I own. It says that I own 53. Those 53 came from my Sword Horizon. So I just swapped. Now that I swap, I'll go hop in here, do the book exchange. Let's say this will probably be a bad roll, right? So I go, I buy it. Look, I got 2 notes of Echoes of Oblivion, and I got 2 notes of Morale Chant, 2 notes of Bitter Seasons, which all of these are helping me in my build, right? Now that these are helping me, once this is done, I just pull up the tips exchange, go to all the ones that maybe I don't need, get rid of all these. I don't know which one is which. Okay. So get rid of these. Let me see. That's evasive. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. I'll come back and look at the rest later, but you confirm they're going to give me the 59 book plates. This is how you get rid of your old interways. And then I come back here and just recycle. And now I'm at 60, buy it again. Okay, I didn't happen to get Echoes of Oblivion this time. Then I just keep re-rolling, right? Now, basically, how does this help your main build? By time I am done, and by time we get to the end of these, 3 days now? So once these 3 days are up, I can just take all these tickets for Echoes of Oblivion, switch it back to my Horde Horizon, or my Sword Horizon, sorry about that. And then once I go back to my Sword Horizon will be at full strength. Right now, it's reduced to level 1. So I don't have my max potential on this build. I'm showing you guys this build, but I don't have my max potential right now. So keep in mind, if you guys do this, you guys will be weaker for 7 days, but you will, I promise you're going to level the fuck up. You're going to level the fuck up. Because if you look at this, I own 55 of these things. All 55 is going to go right back to my Sword Horizon. So hopefully this made sense to you guys on this last part. If it didn't, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to confuse you, but you guys have the build. You guys have everything. Just try to figure that part out. If you can understand what I'm saying on this last part about the tips exchange and then doing this to make your build stronger in the end, then cool. If I helped you guys, cool. Leave a like, leave a sub, comment, whatever the fuck you want. All right, catch you guys on the next one.